Alright, welcome back, guys, into our round 5 of the One Piece Card Game Regional at the Sheraton Center Hotel for the Unsung events. Yeah, so we're going to our round 5. We've got a great one for you. You've got a really strong competitor who has a lot of history in not just this game, but many games, and I'm really excited to watch this game match because it's one that I think is really hard to win, but I've heard otherwise.
Yeah, we've been talking about this nonstop. This has been the talk of the town. It is going to be GU Luffy versus NAMI, and I've played the matchup quite a bit myself, and I struggle into NAMI, but apparently the rumor is that it's actually favored for GU Luffy if you play it properly, if you play it well, if you play the deck effectively. And so we chose none other than Sammy Wang himself, an expert player, to show us this matchup, to teach us.
Yeah, just a brilliant aggro player, having done really well on Rayleigh before and other aggro decks like this. So really excited to see how he navigates this matchup, especially because I feel like it's high skill 1. So we're going to jump right into it now, and we'll see who's going first as well as dice rolls.
Yep, so Sammy did win dice roll. He took first. Sai kept his opening hand, and Sammy agonized for a while and then did mulligan into the hand that we see now, starting with the Luffy and grabbing a Prisoner of Impel down to get started.
Yes, and good start on going first, going back to NAMI. So obviously on that odd curve, you're denying the NAMI the odd curve. So here, a lot of NAMIs have cut Girl from their deck or just, reduce the number. So we don't see one dropping down, and we pass back to Sammy on that 3-Dawn turn, and just straight 8. Wow.
Yep, right out here, Sammy kind of saying, I guess he doesn't have any 2-drops to play on this turn. A little bit awkward here, but by no means a huge problem, as long as he can just maybe recover on his 5-turn with something like a buggy. And we do see that, ooh, beautiful.
Wow.
NAMI coming down.
I'm
and
surprised.
countering.
Plus 2 cards given, that almost makes it kind of worth it in a way.
Yeah, it's interesting here. I also don't mind this from the NAMI's perspective. I was talking about this with my wife earlier, and she was talking about how she likes in this matchup to actually counter out early and to stay on a very high life total, just to buy more time, to play more Robins, and to establish a big enough board. But going to be the Perona coming down, just freezing the Luffy, and of course this is a little bit awkward here.
Yeah, I mean, once again, you can keep pressuring life here. A 5 is going to take a card from hand here, so you can actually really just reduce their hand size. And immediately, Sammy with such confidence, playing the buggy into the Prisoners of Impel down. Immediately, 2-Dawn open. You can swing 7 just direct. And you're going to have to actually take it or give natural 2k, but no trigger there either, so you love to see it.
Yep, and this is the line here. Just playing out the buggy, swinging 7. This is just a really strong 5-Dawn play from Luffy. This is exactly what you want to be doing, pressuring life or getting cards while building a board at the same time. What's not to love? And let's see, does Sai have a NAMI to answer in turn? We saw him pitch one earlier, so I'm assuming we are going to see a NAMI coming down. His leader is sideways. I believe he hasn't swung. Good. There we go. And it looks like the NAMI is going to come down.
Ooh, and we see quite a few nice alt arts coming through and just the shine of them. And yeah, going to pick on the left from Sammy's side and draw a card for Sai for leader ability, followed by, yeah, also the attached Dawn. So we've got 2 potential 6k swings coming through now.
Yes, and of course the beauty of this NAMI is that if they KO it, you have the opportunity to play out another 5-drop. Looks like Perona is going to swing 6 here. That just gets taken, snap taken. Sammy moves so fast, sometimes I can't even see.
Yeah, it makes me think that Sammy must have practiced his matchup quite a bit, because he's moving with a lot of confidence in terms of knowing what his lines are. So he might have just played this matchup enough that he knows kind of I go here, then I go here, then I go here, which is kind of what how we've seen him play in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly a player who kind of knows his lines. He knows what he wants to do in the game. And it looks like he's taking another swing, going down to 1 life quite early here, opting not to block with the Prisoner.
Interesting. So I wonder if one of the lines here is actually just reduce your opponent's hand size and then just go for maybe the Impel Down All-Stars combo, where you just set up the right permutation of 7k swings or 8k swings and just get through. I don't know. I'd love to see him cook.
Yeah, I'm really curious here. I mean, I do feel like blocking there would be ideal. Maybe Sammy just doesn't actually have counter in his hand. That can happen with this deck, but I'm trying to think about just given how many cards he has, if that's possible, or if it's really a choice to go down to 1 life here.
Yeah. Could it also be that you're not afraid of going to 0 because you just choose to say, I'm not going to play around Unblockable Sanji,
yeah.
And then if the Robin ever comes down, I'm just going to make sure it never attacks.
Yeah.
Or I never have to clear it.
Yeah. Again, we're learning here. This is awesome. And we see the Ivankov coming down. That will search top 3, adding an Impel Down card to hand, and then can play a 2 or less, going to play the Mr. 2 that was taken off the search, drawing 1 card. Leader effect gets Sammy back to 4 Dawn, and so he can still put pressure or play another body.
Wow, this is an explosive explosive deck. This is the 7 Dawn turn. This board is full. And yeah, like a lot of cards in Sammy's hand, but 2 life. Like, I mean, you don't want to play a Borsa next turn. That's not what you want to do. I mean, yeah, and we're seeing this is going to be a 7k swing into lead as well.
Yep. And just confirming the Luffy's power there, of course, he does gain power for every character with a different name. There are 5 characters, so he has 5,000 power, plus 2 Dawn, 7,000 coming through. Looks like Sai is going to counter pitching.
Peach gone out here. Oh, you can't get... Oh, and the Caldino too. Wow.
Yep. So Sai, again, choosing to kind of protect his life, giving some high-value cards away, though, to do so, but really wants to hold on to his 2Ks, really wants to hold on to the Robin that it appears he has in hand.
Yeah, and we can see him imposturing swinging another 7 here. Like, maybe Sammy's thought is like, you can't go for it. I have too many cards in hand. I'll hold 1 Dawn up. If you go for it, you'd lose.
Yeah, exactly. And there's 7 coming through, demanding so many cards so quickly.
I am getting the flashbacks of Sammy versus Richard Yam, Rayleigh versus Zoro. One of my favorite matches to cast with you, where it's just back and forth, no fear, just aggression.
Yeah, Sammy, just a quick player, so confident, and then swinging 5 right into the Perona right away, saying you're going to have to give me another card if you want to keep this body on the board. And Sai thinking here, it feels like a relentless assault from Sammy. Like, it's nonstop.
Like, wow, I wonder... I mean, yeah, Sammy's hand size is enormous though, because he took all the hits. So, like, yeah, I guess you can't really kill him there. Or, like, you can't risk that math, but, like, this is insane.
Yeah. So much aggression coming down. Sammy putting on a masterclass. Here's how you play this matchup. Is it truly Luffy favored? We're finding out here in real time. And looks like starting with a 7k swing. I like this, demanding 2 cards, but of course Sammy did leave a Dawn up, so he could just go, I'll go to 8 with a number of events that Luffy could be running that allows him to go plus 3,000 power.
Yeah. And here 2-1, so still holding that 1 Dawn up. I think if Sammy can actually get the event like used next turn, I think he can go for it. So I think as long as he can keep 1 copy of the event in hand and get out of the 7k swing, he can safely kind of go for it and also still restand his blocker, like restand the blocker and then keep it standing.
Yep, that's true. He is in range to play, let's go to Navy HQ, restand his board.
Oh.
And so another 7 coming through. Again, getting countered here, and then we're going to see the Borsalino coming down, just healing Sai here back to 3 life, giving him a blocker so that he could just try to withstand the onslaught.
Yeah, I mean... Holy, like, I think how many 7s can come across this turn? Because the Bongaree can swing for 8. You can swing for 7s on the other 2 for just 1 Dawn. So technically you can go like 7, 7, 8, restand, 7, 7, like, you know, and then 8, 8, 9, or 8, 8, 9, 9.
Yeah, the question is, do you want to go this early, right? At 9 Dawn only, it might not be the most effective use of the event.
7 lead?
So starting with 7, not committing.
Yeah. As to his name, sorry, it was 7.
7, and actually he rolled 7 for his dice roll to win the dice roll as well. So
lucky number 7. But Sai thinking now, because yeah, this is going to be a 2-card commit right off the bat, and I think if he gives it up, I think Sammy can also play control line. I think he still has the option of playing control.
And it's not a trigger. Sai is not really seeing triggers this game as well. So Sammy gets feeling much more confident, just instant
and
attaches.
That's another 7. And that's counter. Yep.
That gets countered as well. 2 life here. Does Sammy want to restand?
3 in hand.
Or does he want to play the long game?
Yeah. He can swing for 8 here now.
I mean, once you commit to that, there is no restand.
Yeah. Because if there is a way you can do it, I think if you...
Play a 1-drop and then...
1-drop and then restand 2 Dawn.
Yeah.
But I don't think you do it at that point, because then you don't have enough swings to make it meaningful. I think this is just him saying, I can keep the game going for as long as I want. Like, this is... You think... I thought he was going to gas out, but no, I realized, no, he actually has a lot of tools to keep the game locked out. And another card taken from hand, too.
Yeah. Wow, and still so much Dawn to play with. Like, I mean... It's just size down to 2 cards, 2 life. He doesn't really have a board. I mean, Sammy could opt to now start swinging at the NAMI if he wants to.
I'm so happy to watch this game, because we talked the other day about wanting to watch like a masterclass in this matchup, because we've heard so many different opinions on it about which side it favors, how bad it is, but we're really seeing a very unique line where I've never seen this much kind of like fearless aggression into not being like, nope, I just think that you won't turn the corner.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It feels so relentless. I mean, it's unbelievable how, I don't know how Sammy does it, but he does this with every deck when you're playing against him. It feels like you're under just constant pressure, constant threat, and Sai really is under constant pressure and constant threat. And it looks like Sammy just taking a moment here, really wants to think through this turn.
Yeah, we see Sai talking to the judge. I think he's saying, yeah, this is crazy. And like, yep, that's a lot of bodies in play.
Yep, exactly. And Sammy does have to, of course, still be worried about dying. It's possible, right? So needs to both set up a board and opting to play another Mr. 2, which will allow him to restand his Dawn. So this is just maybe an efficiency play here.
And he can still keep
He no
peppering
longer has his
seconds.
names, but he's set up.
Ooh,
There's
that's
the Luna.
stunned. Okay, and he just passes there, just saying that. And that's kind of a smart play because if you can't get like a way to cash out that Luna for more, you might as well play it now and get a brick out of hand. Because I think his plan is just, I have just enough counter to not die.
Yeah.
And each turn, I'm taking more cards out of your hand than you're taking out of mine.
Exactly, yeah. And it's like, is there ever going to even be a better time to play the Luna, given how Sammy really has Sai on the ropes here? Even if you play something like a Robin, it's going to be a whole full cycle before that Robin gets turned sideways anyway. So just opting to it's like a card for a swing. I'm just going to preemptively
and
give the card.
At this point, I think you've taken all the natural counter, like most, if not all the natural counter from Sai's hand that, like, at a certain point, like, if you're just able to get multiple 7s or 8s across, yeah. It's just crazy.
Yeah, and I guess Sai here, he looks like he has the Robin and the board, so maybe thinking between the two. Like, do I want to heal 1 life and then be able to put pressure with Leader? Potentially a huge swing at life that could either put Sammy down to 0 life or just force some of the events out of hand. Or do I just play the Robin, save the Borso for a little bit later, but I'm able to sort of heal up again and develop a body. And it looks like he's made his choice.
So that's going to the buggy. I think you just...
Oh, okay.
I mean,
yep.
I mean, the argument is, you don't block this, right? You just let it die, I'm assuming? Because like letting it die or blocking with prisoners is roughly the same thing, except, you know, depending on what's in your hand and what you want, like what you can replenish to have still a unique board to threaten that. He's a signing blocker anyway, just because if it does die, he still wants to have granted blocker.
Yep.
But this feels like, if you're on Sammy's side, this feels like a play that you're happy about. Oh, he's going to +2 and then bounce the active hand. And then counter and save the buggy.
Sammy with the tech.
So now it's just 1 heal, but you're just going to keep this pressure going.
Unbelievable. He does get to bounce the Borsalino, and that is a card that you have to play around, and it's really hard to play around as Nami. Unbelievable. The Gum Gum Champion Rifle. Of course, it gives you plus 2,000 power, and then your opponent returns one of their active characters, which was the
Instant Snap 7. That buggy just instant snap 7. He's always, every turn starts with this. Instant Snap 7. Yep. Oh, we're seeing a peek. Sai looking at his trash, so it could be a Thriller Bark trigger. It could be a trigger for a cost Gecko. I think if it's a cost Gecko and it pops out a Galdino and if you live this turn, that could bode really well for you. So we got to see what trigger it's going to be, but it is a Gecko trigger, so yeah, the thought is what to take here, and it's going to be Prona. I think Sai's worried about just too much pressure coming down this turn.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, and of course the Prona is really annoying because that does stop an attack. It stops Sammy from doing some shenanigans here where maybe he replaces a body and then does the restand event, because he will lose 1 swing on that, on both the initial swing and the restand. So it's quite taxing. And this may force Sammy into a line where he has to play for another turn, even if he was intending not to. And it looks like he will freeze the Bonchan.
Yeah, because he knows that it's just so much pressure if he goes to 7k.
Yeah. Yep, and so let's see, again, how does Sammy remain flexible in this situation? That's how you play against Nami. You have to expect these triggers. You have to play around them. You have to know that at any moment, Nami's board could be filled with characters as they pop out of life. 9 Dawn.
Sammy has to think about this now because, you know, he may not know that Sai has this other Borsa in hand because the Borsa that was played seems like it's the one from Champion Rifle.
Yeah.
And now this is where he has to go in the tank and think about this because that trigger has changed a lot of what's going on here. But we're seeing 4 Dawn be used, dropping a Galdino, so he has his own one active now. 2 Dawn restood from leader ability. And then he's just going to go for a... That's a 7, yeah. That's going to be a 7. Yep, 7k. I was counting the...
Yeah, 7k. I know, me too.
Yeah, I was like...
7k coming through. Just continuing the pressure. And of course, as soon as you see the Galdino, you know Sammy's thinking, I'm going to play for another turn.
Yeah.
Gonna freeze the Nami again, and then draw 2 cards, and then just wait until
Oh, no
I could go
trigger.
for it.
Oh, Galdino. That's good for Sai. Trashing it. Draw 2, and then you can stop an attacker. I guess you're going to stop the Nami?
Yeah, Nami feels like a good target here. Just keeping it
Boris
pinned
is never
down.
turning sideways.
Yeah,
Like,
Boris
I think Sai's too worried to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course the Prona you can trade into a little bit later, so you sort of want that sideways. So.
Yeah. Oh, and we get a peek of Sammy's hand. We see a Luna in hand.
Okay.
So Luna is an option. That's why I guess he's thinking about this, is that he can stop. He can technically stop the Nami by using 3 Dawn and just extend the game one turn further. Whether or not he can keep controlling in this way, though, is the question. If he plays in that slow manner. But
yeah, okay, and looks like he did opt for a Prona.
Yeah.
Okay. Stopping the Prona here with the Galdino. He still has 5 Dawn available.
And yeah, he can rest 3, use Luna, and then swing an 8 with the Boncaret.
Yeah.
Oh, Leader Bill hasn't used it, so 5 actually will demand a card.
Right, and of course if he's planning to Luna here, then there's no reason to freeze the Nami. You freeze the Prona, and you just Luna the Nami. So I think we're starting to see.
if you block here, if you try to free block,
then he'll freeze it. So and
no, this.
I saw it sort of. It's kind of funny, but I saw Sammy kind of lean back when that happened. I think he was like, okay.
8 lead, because now if it's a Thriller Bark trigger, he can stun that too.
Yes, yeah.
This is just like the only way this is like bad is if it's a Gecko trigger instead and it comes in active.
Yes, yeah. Yeah,
And
but we just saw a Gecko trigger, so.
Leader ability.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it copies at the time of attack, so you only need to give it 1 card. But this Luna is just, wow.
I'm learning so much. I was on the fence. Do you play Luna here?
This is that.
What do you play?
Was the
Graveblade? What do you play?
But
we're
like what? I don't. I'm not even sure if it was because like I don't think you had a choice, right?
Yeah, no, so I'm just loving watching Sammy play this matchup. The choices he made in his deck building here.
Grants blocker, and he can protect this. He can keep the number of swings required, and he's actually still set up for All Stars next turn.
Yeah. We could see an explosive finish here, all the way to Navy HQ.
Like, that's crazy how. I think the skill of this deck is how do you keep this pressure up while also maintaining pressure that you could All Stars.
Yeah.
Which I'm sorry. Let's go to the. Okay, I'll say the correct name one time just so people, so I can pretend like I am saying the correct thing instead of my own headcanon about this.
And look at production. Kobe's got us here. He's pulled it up.
Let's go to the Navy headquarters. But yes,
we will be calling it All Stars, Impel Down All Stars.
Impel Down All Stars or Restand of It.
And it looks like the Galdino coming down. Gonna pop it. Draw 2. Where do we want to freeze? Potentially freezing again, maybe that Mr. 2. Potentially freezing, yeah. Just saying that card just gets you the most value here. I don't want it attacking again. And another Borsa. So Sai just kind of doing the same play as last turn. Freezing things, playing blockers, and that's how you win. You slowly start to rebuild a board that can threaten lethal. And now, again, Sammy can't really go for it because he's losing an attack. One of his attacks is frozen.
All right, so we have technically the board. Oh, and we see the rest of the blockers. So we actually have a full board that can do the event. We've sent Sheraton right away, and we go 7 to lead immediately.
Oh, the other Galdino as well. Oh, I love Sammy's list. He's got a lot of spicy stuff in here.
He's always keeping 5 unique names.
Yeah,
it is actually crazy how it's happening almost as like a passive action. Like it's like, yeah, this is definitely a sign of like high skill, like goofy play is when you're able to do this.
Yeah, it's a mini game within the game of just making sure that you can always refill the board with the appropriately named character. And that is what makes Goofy such a skillful deck with such an incredibly high ceiling. Because, of course, based on what you've seen, what you've pitched, you can start to maybe work out what you're going to see later, what you need to just always have those 5 different names on the board. And we can see Sammy here just thinking. He's used his Lunas, and we're likely not seeing another one.
And it's only 1 card in hand, right? So I think he has to just go for it natural. Like, it's SSB. He has to just kind of bank it on like the swings and just whether or not there's triggers.
Yeah, do you get there? I mean, one character can't attack. The Galdino was just played this turn. So we're looking at 3 more swings, and then with the restand event, 4 swings.
Yeah.
Is that enough with 2 life, 2 cards in hand?
Yeah.
It is, but we also know things can pop out of life. So Sammy has to think about how he wants to allocate his Dawn to force the most cards out of Sai's hand.
Yeah. One more Luna here would have been super nice. I would definitely play with this card. And 7 lead?
Yep, just starting with the 7.
Is it 2 bricks in hand? I actually now have forgotten now what's still remaining in Sai's hand. So asking, he's it's a Bourse in hand, so we know there's at least 1k counter. And the other one is a new gate, I believe. 1k. 2, he's replacing...
Oh.
He's replacing his Bon Carré.
Interesting.
Nope, he's actually replacing the Luffy.
Yep. Gonna play out Daz Bones to draw.
He's hoping for something.
Is this a dig? Maybe Sammy just hoping to draw another card here.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were going for it, that's not what you...
He might have been just hoping for the Luna. Maybe he just didn't, he couldn't go for it. Yeah, I guess after that, you can't really go for it.
Yeah. And has Sai actually made it? Has he withstood the onslaught? We see Sammy slowing down, not moving as quickly as before with the constant barrage of attacks, constant quick plays, having to now switch into that evaluative mode to figure out what's the optimal line here. What is my win condition?
Yeah. 4 now remaining, 6.
Going for board. A pivot.
Oh.
And that's the thing. Anytime you can just pivot. Yep. Borsa goes down.
Gone.
We're going to swing at the other Borsa. We're going to swing at the Nami. How risky.
Oh. All right.
We feel like if we swing that, we don't have the block. But it is our only swing remaining.
6 into Borsa. And it's gone?
It's gone.
So if you can play a blocker here, not quite good enough maybe? If you have 4-drop Croc.
Yeah, you could draw a card, have another blocker. No more swings left.
And it's a 4-drop Croc, right? That's my theory.
Or Galdino. Galdino would also be pretty nice. Nope, you're right. Yeah, your theory is correct.
Bounce, play, draw one more. Maybe it's counter. You have to kind of hope what's in your life, I think.
Wow.
I think the Gecko trigger just I think it was the Gecko trigger and the Thriller Bark trigger.
Yeah.
Just pushed it too much. I also think that if Sammy had seen something else, he hadn't seen any boas this game.
Yeah.
Which definitely would have helped him get climb higher.
Yeah. No boas. It looks like he didn't have the restand event either.
Yeah, takes no trigger. So I think that should be guaranteed because I think each. Yeah, that's
9.
guaranteed. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Sai does get so there close. In the end.
Also, Sai saw 3 Bourses, so just too much value. And also just too much value off that because, yeah, brick left and double bricks in life. So is there a world that you should actually, he couldn't have gone for it, right? Because as soon as the first 7 was locked, and didn't have the event either.
Yeah. If he had the event, he certainly gets there, though. So
damn.
Sammy not seeing the boa, not seeing the event. But
crazy.
Wow. Well, I don't know what the consensus is.
I still don't know because that, I felt like in that situation, Nami saw a bunch of Bourses, so a bunch of ways to heal back up. Saw a bunch of triggers too. Saw 3 Galdinos too.
Yeah.
Was it 2 or 3? Yeah.
At least 2.
Yeah, it's 2 Galdinos. Yeah. So a lot of things holding back because I think Sammy just needed one more swing most of that time.
Yeah.
Either one more swing or if he had a boa developed, either one.
Yeah.
Would have been great. So yeah. Crazy game, and I just want to see that matchup again now. I want to see I want to see all the goofies just challenge the Namis.
Yeah, and I really want to study Sammy's list. I mean, I'm really curious actually because we mentioned he didn't draw boa, but there's also lists that don't run as many boas. He has a lot of different tech cards in there, so I really want to see what he was cooking and what he feels his win con is in that matchup because it just seemed like he was so confident in the beginning, but that he was just missing something at the end. There was just couldn't close it, whereas for Sai, he was able to just sort of play very calm, stabilize, counter out, pull up the trash, and then, of course, as Nami, you're relying on triggers. That's part of your win con. So you need to see 1 or 2. You need to hope that your life gives you that one Gecko that can then allow you to establish a body and sort of claw your way back into the game.
Yeah, so no, great games from both players. I'm sure Sai has experienced now the pressure of Goofy and having to play against someone like 7. Definitely one of those experiences that you're going to remember. But yeah, great games from both of them. But we're going to hop over, I think, onto our, not a break, but yeah, we're shortly send you guys off for a little bit while we go grab the next round for you guys because it'll be happening, I think, very shortly. I think it's we're just wrapping up that round. But no, amazing games. I hope we see more stuff like that. But yeah, once again, this is myself, Vandal, casting alongside my friend Patrick Alto. But yeah, we're really happy to have you guys here. And we're going to show you a lot more fun One Piece card games. So stick around, and we'll also update the graphic with who's still undefeated going into this round.
Welcome back. We are here in Toronto at the UNSUNG Regionals event for the One Piece card game. I'm with Sai. He just showed us a devastating performance with Nami into UG Luffy. We were just talking on stream about this matchup a lot because there seems to be a lot of debate about whether this is favored for Nami or favored for Luffy. So I want to get your impressions. What do you think?
I think it's a very close game. It comes down to last card. Like as you saw there, like that Luna into rifle, amazing. Like Sammy is a great player. It came down to like the last card, but I think that turn where I swung 6, played Galdino, and then played Borsellino, that was like just enough to like survive.
Right.
I think that combo in itself, where you draw 2 and gain a life and gain a blocker, stops the aggression enough. So this OP16 Galdino card really like adds to this matchup a lot.
Yeah.
And they just have to go for it, right? Like they can't really go board. They have to go face.
Yeah.
So I would say it's a very close matchup. I think it's slightly favored for Nami just because Luffy can't play forever.
Right.
Nami can play longer than Luffy. So it comes down to like that last card, and I was so glad I was able to counter out. We were actually talking. I was talking to Sammy. If he swung 8-8-9, he would have had it.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
But
Yeah.
the way he swung incorrectly, and
Right.
I was able to counter. It's just because my last life was a brick.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, and what's your game plan going into that matchup? So what are you looking for in your mulligan? Do you prefer first or second?
So when I mulligan, I'm looking for 5-cost Nami. I think 5-cost Nami, amazing card. Like you get the card draw, you pressure their life. They can't stay too healthy. You drop them to like 2, and then you're swinging like 7 at them. So it's a pretty strong card. I cut girls, so I no longer run girls. So I'm just looking for like that Nami. After that, I just want to get enough healing and survival just to survive. Into that matchup, I want to see Borsellino and Galdino, just because those are my late game turns. Like I swing 6, play Borsellino, Galdino.
Right.
But other matchups, I want to see like Nami and Newgate and Gecko and stuff. In this matchup, I didn't really get to play that Robin. I just saw I was pitching it for leader ability.
Yeah.
So it was came down to the wire there, but I would say I'm mulliganing for Nami, Galdino, and Borsellino.
All right, and I noticed while you were playing, you've got a beautiful deck. Have you been playing Nami for a while, blinging it out?
Yeah, since ABO 3.
Oh, okay.
Since the 5-cost Nami and 7-cost Robin came out, this deck looks amazing.
No, it is so beautiful. And I guess just how are you feeling now? So we just finished, what was that, round 4?
I think 5.
5? I'm losing track of time.
That's round
but
5.
But your EXO, how are you feeling?
Feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
I think I picked a good deck. I need to see the matchups I want.
Yeah.
I didn't see the matchups I wanted earlier. I had like really bad matchups, but hopefully in the future it'll be like Anels and Green Blue Luffy, and I'll take it home, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have any shout outs, anyone you'd like to say thank you to?
Honestly, shout out to a lot of, like, shout out Dolly, shout out my pops, shout out my boy Gary, my boy Anojin, my boy Justin, Edward, Yusuf, like Arnold, like so many of my friends. A lot of my friends play One Piece. I've been playing since OPO 5, so super glad to be here and glad to have this opportunity.
Love it. Well played, and I wish you the best of luck in your upcoming rounds.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.